Hello my dear students, in this video we will discuss the topic defining rights. Students, in this topic we will discuss that how during the time of the framing of the constitution, the members of the constituent assembly deal with this topic regarding the rights. Means under this topic the thing which we are going to study is that what is the individual right. How shall we understand the thing right should be given to all, or the citizen right, or shall there be given any special right to the minority? They should be given a certain kind of a safeguard or not, or how should be the oppressed class be treated in this phenomena? And shall the right given to the people should be equal and same for all, or it shall be different for the minority class, for the oppressed class, for the tribal people, all these things. Whether it is essential to give any kind of a special attention to the one who is marginalized in the society. So all these things we discuss in the topic. Students, while framing the constitution for the country, this topic giving the individual right, the citizenship right to the people of the country who are very much different from one another. You all know that India is a country of a huge diversity. In such a diverse country, to have same kind of a rights for all is a difficult task. So there was a huge kind of a debate took place regarding this. There were many people who have their argument of various kind, and there were many who keep on debating on this, or the people who have a conflicting idea on this topic. So in this topic here we will discuss all these things. What were the conflicting ideas regarding the right should be provided to the individuals. Okay. But before this, students, I am going to explain you two main topics. One is the separate electorate. Separate electorate bit is a very important term. You can understand this. This thing, the separate electorate, was the thing which was demanded by Muhammad Ali Jinnah for the Muslim community before the partition. And that separate electorate which led to the partition of the country. So what is this separate electorate? Electorate means a kind of a election took place in which there is a separate or a kind of a, you can say, there is a constituency which is reserved for a particular minority group. Like in one constituency, in one state, or in that state there is a many, like in Haryana there are many constituencies. In particular constituency there is a majority of a Muslim population. So what it was demanded in a separate electorate was that the constituency having a majority of a Muslim population, then that constituency must be reserved for a Muslim, in a way that only a Muslim representative can contest the election from there. And that can only, when the election took place, only the Muslim contestant contest that election. And obviously when only Muslim candidate contest the election, they will be the only one who win the election. So that particular constituency is reserved for any particular minorities. Like a Sikh is there in majority in any of the constituency, then from that constituency only a Sikh representative can be there. That's why the term is there, separate electorate. Means the electorate there should be separate from that particular minority. Okay. This separate electorate demand was also done by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar for the oppressed class. But Mahatma Gandhi, during the time of a freedom struggle near to that of the independence of India, the demand was made by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, but that demand was opposed by Mahatma Gandhi. And on this issue, there was a clash between Mahatma Gandhi and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar on the issue of a separate electorate. Because this thing was demanded by the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar for the oppressed class, means OBC class, while Mahatma Gandhi was totally against giving a separate electorate to any of the citizens or any of the community of the country. According to him, this separate electorate will divide the country. This was the main reason. So students, firstly we have a debate on the problem of a separate electorate, and here we discuss the term of a separate electorate only in term of a Muslim community which is there in a minority, because the main debate was there for them only in the during the framing of the constitution. Okay, after this now I hope you understood the term separate electorate. After this, when you study about the you can say a backward class, OBC class, you come to know about, now it is also there the term reservation. Reservation, this thing you understood well, that reservation is to reserve a particular seat for someone. That is the reservation. It is different from a separate electorate. In separate electorate, the thing is, means the constituency, from that constituency there is a contestant which belong to that particular minority group only, and the people who vote for that that leader should also be there of the minority. Like एक कोई constituency है, वहाँ से कोई मुस्लिम contestant खड़ा होता है तो उसके लिए वोट जो देंगे वो ये नहीं सारे लोग वोट देंगे. The vote should only be given by that Muslim community people. Like एक constituency से एक Sikh representative खड़ा होता है तो उसके लिए वोट कौन देंगे? Only the Sikh community will vote for him. This is a separate electorate, means electorate shall be separated from rest of the world. Now in our country, all people vote for all. This is the process there. Okay. Now we come in detail. B. Phokar Bahadur. This man belonged to a Madras, and he demanded during the time of a debate regarding the separate electorate. Bahadur made a demand, made a powerful plea, a powerful demand for a continuing the separate electorate for the Muslim. And what the argument he gave in favor, he said that this need to create a political framework, means when we are going to give a separate electorate to a minority community, then this will provide a political framework in a country in which the minority could live in harmony with the majority, and difference can be minimized, means a difference between the minority and the majority can be minimized, and both the community can live in a harmony and their differences can be minimized. A kind of a political framework should be there, and this is possible only if, according to the Phokar Bahadur, this is possible only if minority were well representative in the political system of the country. It is important for a minority to have the representation in the political framework of the country, means in the legislature of the country, in the executive of the country, and for giving a proper representation to the minority, it is essential to give them a separate electorate according to the Bahadur. Only then they can be politically satisfied from inside, and their demand can be taken to the upper level of the administration. They can be satisfied and their demands can be fulfilled. This was the reason why Phokar Bahadur of Madras demanded strongly for the separate electorate. But there were many in the Constituent Assembly who strongly opposed this separate electorate demand. This demand provided anger in most of the nationalists. Why they strongly opposed this demand of a separate electorate, or why they became angry? The reason was that just before a year, they met the consequence of the separate electorate in the form of a partition of India and Pakistan. Because before this also, before the independence, the same demand was made by Muhammad Ali Jinnah, and that demand led to the partition of the country, and a lot of bloodshed was there. Many rights, communal rights were there in the country. Lots of people died because of that. That's why this demand led to a kind of a anger in the mind of the people of the Constituent Assembly, and they strongly oppose it. Of course, they oppose it with a reasonable, with a rational reason. not without giving a strong reason. Like R.V. Dhulekar, he was also the member of a Constituent Assembly. He said that regarding the demand of the Constituent Assembly, he said that this was the policy of a divide and rule which was done by the Britishers. And according to this policy of divide and rule, Britishers had given earlier this separate electorate concept to the Muslim and were in favor of giving a separate electorate to the Muslim. But this thing, separate electorate, divide the Muslims from the country and divide the loyalties also. And in past also, we have seen its worst impact. That's why Dhulekar was against the demand of the separate electorate. Second, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. He said this demand of a separate electorate a poison. Means this demand is like a poison which entered into our country in the form of which is given a poison and which is inserted in the country by the Britisher. And during his debate, during his speech in the Constituent Assembly, he said that to the Bahadur that, okay Bahadur, I am ready to give this separate electorate to you if you can give me any one example of the country where there is a separate electorate for a minority community. There is no independent country, there is no democratic country in the world where there is a separate electorate for any minority community. So how you expect such thing from our country? So this demand is just a demand which is going to have a worse effect in the future. That's why Patel, according to Patel, he was against the demand of the separate electorate. Now come to the Gobind Ballabh Patel. He said the demand of a separate electorate a suicidal demand. Means how it can be a suicidal demand, because according to him this demand will lead to separate or isolate the minority community from rest of the country in a way that through a separate electorate, if the minority leader is elected and he goes to the legislature, then only in a legislature that leader is in minority, and there if in a legislature he get discriminated, then who will listen the words? So according to Ballabh Patel, this demand of a separate electorate is just a suicidal demand, because this demand will never let the minority community to become in minority, to become majority in a country, because it will always sideline, always marginalize the minority community and never allow the minority community to come on a main platform. That's why Ballabh Patel was also against the demand of the separate electorate, and he said this demand to be harmful for the nation and as well as to that particular minority community. Now, there was not only other nationalists who were against the demand of the separate electorate, or there was not so that all the Muslims were there in favor of the separate electorate for the Muslim at that time, during the time of the debate in the Constituent Assembly. Like there was a person named Begum Aziz Rasool. She was also against the demand of a separate electorate for the Muslim. And she said that this demand of a separate electorate is a self-destructive demand. This demand will not going to benefit anymore this minority community in future. According to her also, this is just a suicidal demand, self-destructive demand. So she was also against this demand. Why all these debaters were against this? Because the main consult of all the person after getting the independence from the British rule was to make a unified nation. Means they were working, while they were drafting a constitution, a common constitution for a country, to unify a country, to unify a diverse country. A country which is having a diversified population. Through this common constitution, they are trying to unify that country by a way that all the people should identify themselves not in terms of their community, while they identify themselves as a citizen of the country. as the Indian only, not as a I am a Muslim, I am a Sikh, I am any other community, I am a tribal people, I belong to this particular state. Instead of all these individual or a communal identity, these people want one single identity, one unified identity for all. And according to them, through this only one unified identity, the state, the nation can become a strong one. And this thing helped the nation to grow in future. So that was not so that the constitution had not provided any kind of a safeguard to the people. The constitution had provided the cultural safeguard to the people. It gave the cultural right to the people to practice their culture, to dress up in the way that in which they want, to speak the language which they want. But apart from these rights given by the constitution, it also forced the people to don't get separated in terms of the communal line. They want to unify all the citizens and have a unified identity. Now student, after having a debate on this major issue of a separate electorate, there was another debate on the for the tribal people, means the people who were economically weaker in the society. They were not in minority in the society, but they were weaker group of the society economically. And for them, the representative was the N.G. Ranga. The name of a person was the N.G. Ranga, and he was the socialist. But who are socialists? Socialists are the person who believe in the theory of an equal distribution of wealth. Means there should not be anyone who get discriminated in terms of the wealth. Economic term, there should not be discrimination in the society. So N.G. Ranga was a socialist, and he was also the leader of many peasant movement. The movement done by the peasants for their right. And he interpreted the term minority in term of the economic term. Means according to him, the minority are the people who are poor in the country. The poor people, the downtrodden people whose basic subsistence of the life cannot be fulfilled. They, according to Ranga, they are the main minority group in the society. And constitution should frame something for them, so that these people who are marginalized from a long time can come in a front line and can help the nation in its progress. According to Ranga, legal rights granted by constitution were pointless. Means in the constitution, if you said that okay, all are equal, there is equality among the people, but these people were so poor and they can't be able to afford the education. Means they were not having a money to get the education and get the equal opportunity which is given by the constitution in terms of the employment. When they are not educated, how can they go for any of the employment? So according to Ranga, only the constitutional equality, the rights given, the legal rights given by the constitution cannot help these people. According to him, it was essential to create a condition within a country for these people where these people can come forward and can enjoy their constitutional right effectively. The environment should be created in the society by which these people can enjoy their constitutional right, and should give these people a chance to Ms. Ranga said that now I am representing this group here in the parliament, here in the Constituent Assembly, but we should provide an environment for these people, these poor and downtrodden people. We should provide the opportunity to these people to come themselves in front for their demand. So we must provide a backing to these people. There was a man called Jaipal Singh. He was the representative of the tribal people. He represented tribal people, and according to him, these tribal people were not in minority. Numerically, they are not less in the country, but They were not protected. Their land has been taken during the time of the Britishers. They don't have any region to live. Means these people are totally not having any kind of a right. So the constitution which is going to be framed now should provide the protection to these people, should provide a kind of a particular safeguard to these people which boost these people in their development. He felt that, and this can be done only through a reservation. इन लोगों का ये कहना था कि the country can only is like a bus or a car, and a bus or a car can only progress in a way when all its wheels are of equal size. If one wheel is larger and another is smaller, then the country can't progress. So according to them, it is essential to provide reservation to the weaker section, so they can also become equal to that of the other people, and only in this way the country can be progress. He felt that the reservation of the seat was essential in legislature. Means in the legislative assembly, in the parliament, there should be the reservation for these people, so that these people can represent themselves, can go to the legislature themselves and can represent themselves in the legislature. Now come to another group that was represented by the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He was the representative of the depressed class. Depressed class means scheduled caste, which is now said to be the scheduled caste. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar earlier, before the independence, as I told you, demanded for a separate electorate, but Mahatma Gandhi keep on opposing this demand of the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. According to Mahatma Gandhi, this thing marginalized the scheduled caste, the depressed class. But when seeing the consequence of the demand of the separate electorate in the form of the partition of India, after the partition, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, after that, never demanded a separate electorate. Instead of it, he demanded a reservation for these people. And along with Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, other representative of the depressed class were the J. Nagappa and R.K. Kandharkar. These three were the representative of the depressed class, and according to them, the suffering of the oppressed class, the depressed class, is not due to means they are not economically strong, this depressed class. This is because of the social reason, because these people are socially marginalized by the people, by the social means by the general public. These people are treated to be like the untouchable. And because of this reason, these people are don't have any access to the education, no share in the administration, and that's why this group of the society remained marginalized. So it is essential, according to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, it is essential to remove this social discrimination. And according to him, this can only be removed. This social discrimination can only be ended through a legal way, by providing a reservation to these people. When reservation is provided to the scheduled caste, then they can be able to represent themselves in the administration, they can get the education, and in this way they can come forward in the society. So according to them, it is also essential for the society to change its perspective regarding these people, to change its attitude towards these people. So students, in this video we discuss mainly regarding the rights, in which way the rights should be given to the people in independent country, how the constitution should provide the right to these people. So here we discuss about the rights. We define the rights given in the constitution, how they were depicted. Thank you.